Let me get my hello. I hope you can hear me. We're off to a kind of crazy start here on our Take Two Tuesday for what is today? April 16th, 2024. This would be episode number 14. Hi, my name is Ken. I'm with the Stamps of Life, and this is our episode is called Take Two Tuesday. We are going to look at some stamps and dies and have a fun time doing that today. We'll die cut a couple things and show off some samples, and let's see what else. We'll have a little good news segment at the end. If you have your Bible, you want to grab that. We'll take a look at a small couple verses in Mark 16, and I've got to get my chat all going here, and I just wanted to welcome you all. Bear with me just a minute. I have had a few problems here starting. My microphones have always worked, but today when I started up, microphone number 1, which is the one I usually talk to right here, has decided not to work. So I am using microphone number 2, and I am hoping that microphone number 2 is in sync with me. So if it's not, I'm sorry, this is the best I can do. Microphone number 1, again, which is this main camera, is decided it's just not going to exist today. And I shut a few things down and tried to reset, and nothing yet. So we're using microphone 2, and then I'll switch over every once in a while when I go over to the table. But yes, it sounds like I sound okay to you guys. I can't hear myself, but I hope so. Thank you for all of your well wishes. It's exciting to have a granddaughter, our first granddaughter, so it is very awesome. And so she's beautiful and wonderful, and can't wait to get to spend a lot of time with her. And we love the boys, but it'll be fun to have a girl around too. We haven't had any girls in the family for a while, so it's exciting. I did get my haircut. I saw somebody notice. Yeah, it's so long ago, I almost forgot that I got my haircut. I mean, it was only a week ago, but I haven't seen you guys for a week. And then the last week has just been so crazy that I just lost track of time. Lost track of time. What else? Everything's nice out here. Beautiful day. I think if you checked in with Stephanie yesterday, we've had a crazy last week. We've had the boys for a week, and they are running us around like crazy, but we've had lots of fun. Yesterday after work, I got home early and I took them to a park down the street, and we ran into one of their friends, and they just love to play at the park. Of course, being little boys, they're doing all the crazy little boy stuff. Instead of going down the slide, you have to learn how to go up the slide, and that's what makes the slide awesome, if you can run up it and make it all the way to the top. So we were doing that, and then letting our cars and toys go down the slide is also fun. And then some of the time we just like to, one kid is going up and the other one has to go down, and so we just have to kind of slam into each other and knock each other around and get some bumps and bruises. But we had a good time yesterday, so it's pretty much been like that for the last week. We've been at a McDonald's playground, a Chick-fil-A playground, all over the place. Okay, I've got my chat for YouTube working. That's good. And now I'm going to check and see if I've got something here going on Facebook before we start. I hope you guys are all doing well. I doubt you're going to outdo our excitement for the last week. I know Stephanie says we are planning on doing a crafting corner this week, so it is on the schedule. And we expect that to go. Let me stop this real quick. We're going to get the sound. Oh, where's my chat on Facebook? I know you guys are there, so let's find you. I see Jeff and Lexi on Facebook. Who else is there? No. What happened to my live? No, that is not my live on Facebook. What happened? Oh, come on, Facebook. It's not showing up. Where else could I find that? Again, bear with me just 1 minute here. We'll get all this going. Oh, it says it's live, but where is the live video actually? Oh, that is too funny. Too funny. Well, let's open up another tab and see if we can find Facebook. I don't want you guys to be left out. I have a fun video to share with you today. We're going to look at the teddy bear fold it die set today, and we'll actually look at how to make a little easy card front with that one. I figured out a way to do it pretty quick. And let's see, is Facebook still not here? It says it's live, but I cannot find you guys on Facebook. This is sad. Sad, 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 sad. No. Let's see if Facebook is really actually working. Can anybody see me on Facebook right now? I see one chat over here on the side, but I like to have the main one. Are you guys still there? I see Lexi and Jeffrey about 2 minutes ago. Let me know if you're still there with us on Facebook, because I cannot find the stream on our... Oh, see, it says my live event has ended. How could that be? Give me 1 second here and we'll get the Facebook going again. How could that be? I think it just dropped me because I didn't click anything. I was just trying to find the video with the chat and it's just gone. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to trash that one. And we'll start over on Facebook. Hopefully they'll give me a new stream key here. Come on now. All right, I think I can do it. Let's see what else. Next Monday, we will have a store day. If you are in Southern California, in the Orange County area, San Diego, Los Angeles, or maybe inland out in Riverside or San Bernardino, if you want to come by the Stamps of Life store, we are going to be open next Monday. That's the 22nd. We will be open we'll open at 9 a.m. and we'll close around 2 p.m. So if you want to come by and shop, we'll have most of the new items from the last year or so available. And that'll be a fun day. So we're in Laguna Hills, just off, if you're familiar with the Southern California area at all, we are just off the 5 freeway and real close to the freeway. And I think the weather's supposed to be nice all the way through next week. So you might want to come by and check it out. Again, Crafting Corner this Thursday. Next Monday is store day. And I know on the 20th, we'll have some items on the website. And if you haven't looked, just to make sure, we did add some new items to the website the last couple of days. Let's see if they're still on flash sale or not. So if you're on the main page, yeah, there are 3 new items, scallop rectangles, baby block, fold it, and some table place card dies. All of those items are, as of right now, still on flash sale. So if you're looking right now, it's 10:10 in the morning, Southern California time. If you're on the East Coast, it's like a little after 1. So those flash sale prices are still available if you want to check out those new items. But let's get going with our presentation here. We'll have some fun together. And let's just have a good time. And my Facebook, let's see if it came back to life. Who knows? I'm just happy that the sound is working, because I was really afraid that that was just going to be a no go with my first camera being off. I just have to make sure I switch around at the right times and that kind of stuff. Okay, I think that is... Okay, well, I don't know what to do about Facebook, guys. It's just acting kind of weird. And I see myself, but I don't see anybody else here. So could I be on private or something like that? Can anybody see me on Facebook? If you are there, let me know. I didn't put it on private or anything like that, but it doesn't seem to be showing up. Nope. Okay. We'll stick with YouTube and see what kind of fun we can have. Our first collection we're going to look at we have a die set and a stamp set. Guitars to play will be our first item, and then there is a matching die set to go with it. Now the funny thing is, let me pull up my little side tab here. Let's see what happened there. I wonder if I'm signed in on Facebook. Maybe that's what's going on. The stamp set originally came out, if you can believe this, in 2011. 2011. So this is, we were just 2 years into our business, and there we are. I found us. All right, I see Jennifer here is on Facebook. Yes, I know I couldn't change my title over there, but this is Take Two Tuesday, Jennifer, just so you know. So okay, we got Facebook going. But anyhow, the stamp set came out in, I think I have the slide here. I don't have to guess. Sorry, I'm a little off here today, guys, just because things have kind of gone crazy to start out of this day like that. Oh, let's see. It's gonna be okay though. We're gonna have fun. Let me get that fixed on air. There we go. Guitars to Play, that came out in August of 2011. Followed up by, can you believe it? It took 9 years for us to get a die set to go with it. July of 2020. So we have both of those. Let's take a look at our website. And you're going to get all the sound from that, so we don't want that to happen. And I have the Guitars to Play stamp set pulled up there. All right, got it. Whoops, not liking that. Let's see, what else can I do over there? Nope, that should work. Maybe I can't do that. No. Now my little picture-in-picture guy is gone. So what has happened there? Let's see. That's on. Oops, off. No, that's not right. Okay. Anyhow, we have our stamp set. It includes 13 stamps in this set. You can see a good variety of them. Now some of these samples will be a little bit older from when we first released just the stamp set. Nice one still. But there were no dies, so you can see everyone was kind of a little bit limited on what they could create. And then we added the dies. Let's take a look at those. And in this set, you get 11 dies. You see most of them have a shadow along with the main piece. And you get a bunch more samples. So let's scroll through those. And you can see the samples get a little more intricate and a little more exciting when you are able to die cut them. Otherwise, our design team, they were hand cutting those from the previous or stamping right onto something. And so it was a little more difficult. What was that, 13 years ago? Then once we ended up with the dies, made a big difference. And you can see the good variety that we can have with those. Oh, what else can I do to get that to work? Let's see. That's good. Yeah. So I've lost my picture-in-picture, but I'm hoping I can get that to work. And so, very awesome. And I do have some samples to show you as well. We just got the stamps back in stock on the website, and I see a lot of them have been selling. We probably have around 15 to 20 of the, I know we have a lot of the dies, and let me switch back over to me. I know we still have a lot of the dies, and there's around 15 or 20 of the stamp sets. So if you like that, you might want to get your order in pretty soon. I will reorder them if they do run out. So on this, you have some fun sentiments, sweet, rock and roll, you rocked it, congrats, have a rockin' birthday. So a lot of encouraging, fun sentiments on there. And let's see if that was able to, oh, there I am. Wonder what I did to fix that. Anyhow, there's two of me. That's more than you want to see probably, but we're gonna move. Oh, let's get our samples first, and I do have some great ones to share with you. We might have just seen some of these on the website, but when we get them in hand and in person a little bit more, they're even better. And I will switch over to my other camera. Two. Let's run through these samples. This has, we'll be using this A2 card base too, and today when we make the card. We'll use this base. See if I can straighten that up just a tad. Little too close. What happened here? Oh, let's see. For some reason that's pointing down just a little bit. Sorry. Well, I move it and then it just goes back to where it was. Crazy stuff today. Okay, that's better. And here's you using the "You Rock" sentiment off the front of that. Oh, no, this is something different. Anyhow, this card, this is a bonus. I think just the die set "You Rock" came out at the same time as we came out with the guitar dies. So somehow this one got mixed in there. Shouldn't be there, but it's a nice card. I thought I would show that to you. But I checked on the die set. It's not on there. And whoops. I really like this one, a shaker, and lots of pretty colors on that one. It uses the dotted stars, and let's see what else is on there. We have dotted star dies and guitar to play dies. The cardstock used on that is candy, licorice, and sea glass, if you like that combination. Here's another "You Rock." So I see how that one got in there. It did come out at "You Rock" dies. Those are available on our website. They're separate. And I think this background here, which is really fun, I think it's called the Starburst. Let's check. I think I have that on there. Nope, circle dot stencil to make that. I thought that was the Starburst die, but yeah, I can feel it's a stencil. "You Rock." Oh, I have a question for you guys while we're looking at these samples. Let me switch over here real quick. My question for you is, have you ever played an instrument, or do you still play an instrument? That is my question for you. Have you played an instrument in the past, or do you currently play an instrument? I like music a lot. I like lots of different kinds of music. I am actually trying, well, I'm trying to become a piano player. I've been working on piano for several months. I watch lots of YouTube videos, and then I signed up for this online teaching course, and it is definitely helping me. I'm progressing, but I have a long way to go before I would feel comfortable playing an instrument in front of anybody. But I can see improvement, but I guess I'm a slow learner, or maybe I just don't have that musical gift. But if you play an instrument, tell us what instrument you play, and are you still playing? And then the next question would be, if you're not playing, why not? It's really fun. Even though it's not the easiest thing for me, I'm enjoying learning the piano. And again, I've learned a lot, and a lot more about music than I ever knew before. And seeing how other people can play it and interpret it, understand it in all these different ways is amazing. So it's one of those things where I think God gives certain people certain gifts where it just becomes supernatural and very, very easy. And for other people, I think it's real challenging. Now, I would fall in that department where it's a real struggle. I have to really push myself. But at the same time, while I'm pushing myself, I am enjoying it. I like music, lots of different kinds of music, and I'm just starting to appreciate it more now that I'm trying to play it. And then, so just trying to play with myself, you get this, whether they call it a metronome, where you're trying to keep time. So I'm working on that. And then thinking of ever trying to play with other musicians or in a band, that would just, blows my mind. That would be crazy. I don't know how they do it, but I'm hoping to figure it out someday. So if you have a love for music, again, just based on my experience, I would break out that instrument, use it, or get involved. It's a fun way to spend some time and something that's enjoyable for me. Makes your brain work a lot. And when you're doing piano, you have two different hands going at the same time. I could get this one going some of the time pretty good, and then when I try to add this one, oh no. So they try to teach you to learn one hand at a time and then put them together. And of course that helps a lot. But wow, it is crazy to get your brain, because you have to reprogram your brain to do these two different things, and you have a foot pedal too, so there's a third thing, and then you're supposed to be counting to keep time. So there's kind of four things that I know of that so far I've been working on that have to come together all at once, and been very challenging for me, but I enjoy it. I hope you like music. Let's go back to our samples. And I see we do have a lot of musicians out there, so I think that's wonderful. There's You Rock, again with dotted stars. I'm not sure if we saw this one or if I didn't bring it up. We'll look at that one again. Some pattern paper and the dies just used there. I think that looks like they were all die cut as well. This has, oh, it doesn't tell us what it has. This, I think this stamp set that made these colors was brush stroke to stamp, I think. And then it has our dies there. And you can see there's all kinds of great color options with this one. You can do just about any kind of colors you want. Great for birthdays, great for a celebration. We have graduations coming up. If you have some kid or younger person who likes music, you could make them want a guitar like this. And great graduation card. And this will be our last one. I'm so proud of you. Again, that die would be from a different set, but it works really nice. So those are our card samples. These were all from the newer batch. The ones from, let me switch back over to me. The ones from 2011 would have been long gone. That was way long time ago. So these samples were all mostly featuring the dies and from 2020. So if you have that collection in your stash, you want to try to use them. I know you can make a lot of fun cards with that. And let's see what we can do. We're going to move over to our die cut table. I will take the dies out of this. And I have picked I am a Raiders fan. So a couple of the colors I like a lot are silver and black. So I have some type of silver and some type of black. I'm not going to say it's pearl or foil, but it's something in between. Sometimes we get random cardstock sent to us, and I use some of those items for these Take Two Tuesdays. And see what I can come up with. Oh, come on now. Sometimes these get really stuck, and they're really good because they put that extra good tape to keep the dies from moving. And they won't move so that I can't even get them out. Which is kind of crazy. There we go. All right, I've got my dies. I'm just going to, let's see. I'm going to do these two larger guitars here, and I will run them through the die machine and see what we can create here real fast. I think my audio on that one might be a little high, so I'm going to turn that down one. Okay, I'm going to switch over to our third camera, and let's do that. I hope you can hear me. Yes, looks like we've got sound there, and I am on the wrong camera. There we go. Okay, now last week I forgot to switch over to this overhead shot, and you guys just saw my chair empty for like 5 minutes or something, but you could hear me. And so again, I'm sorry about that. Oh, one thing let me switch back over real quick. One thing I wanted to mention about last week, when we looked at the typewriter set, there were two add-on sets that I did not mention. One is called, they were both stamp sets. I had three or four items with me last week, but I left two of them out. Two of them from last week were called sayings for typewriter. So they had some little phrases and sentiments that you could use with the typewriter set. And then there was also alphabet for typewriter. So those were two stamp sets that I failed to mention last week that work with the typewriter. If you're interested in that, maybe you already had the typewriter. If you were in the club way back, I think that was also in the summer of 2020. Maybe you had that club set and you wanted to add some extra items. We do have the add-on items on our website, but I forgot to mention those last week. So back over to our table. Let's see. I think I was out of sync there too when I switched. So hopefully we'll be back in sync. Sorry about that. Okay, over to our die cutting table. I have that set of dies and this set. And I have, as I had mentioned, like a silver and a black. This is a little bit of a matte. And this is more like a foil. And we're just going to kind of mix these up and see what our combinations come out like. To give us a little variety, we have to kind of crisscross the dies so they're going to end up on separate. I'm still getting some squeaking out of my die cutting machine. I know somebody had told me to try tightening up the handle, and I didn't have a chance to do that. But so if you get some squeaking, it could be from the handle. It could just be my machine. I'm trying not to hit the edges here when I do hear that noise when I start to do the handle. So let's go through there. Run that through. But I'm going to try, I need to get a little Allen wrench. The machine comes with an Allen wrench, but, oh, there it is too. How about that? Amazing. So the Allen wrench is actually in here, which is a total surprise. Let's see if I can get it out of there. Look at that. So I was wondering where this was. So I have the Allen wrench, so we are just going to try to tighten this up right now. So over here on the edge of the, right here, there's a handle, and I'm just going to tighten that up. But as I feel it, it seems like it's already tight and in position. So it makes me think that that is not the problem. So your machine should come in with a little Allen wrench like that. When you first get the machine, you have to add the handle on, and you need that tool. And sometimes the handle gets loose, but in this situation, mine is good to go. I'm still probably going to get some of that little bit of squeaking. Maybe next week I'll try to shoot a little WD-40 or something in there and see what happens. There's our first pieces that we've cut out. And now let's go ahead and we got to do the opposites here. So I need that one. I don't want to lose my dies, so I'm keeping them here on my magnet. I've got that. And that should be that one. So I need this to go with this. Now we're going to run it through with this. Again, it's a little bit more of a metallic type paper. Should look good. And I can just run everything back from this side if I can get it lined up just right. Give myself a little bit of a turn there to hopefully avoid our speed bumps when we go through with the machine. And let's go ahead and run it through again. Oh, I have a problem here. You see how I have goofed up? This little piece right here has come off the cutting pad. So I don't think I have enough cutting pad pressure here to actually make that cut. I'm going to finish it through, but it might not have completely cut. So it's important that I show you what I did if you're kind of new to this stuff. You can see how the die and the cardstock were just a little bit outside of these plates. That means there's not going to be enough pressure there to cut that. So most likely all this is going to cut really nice and good, but this little corner is not going to be cut. So I could try to hand trim it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to run it through again, but this one should still work out. Let's see what happened. And that's just one of those things where you have to pay a little extra attention to make sure things line up. So that one looks good, all right? We like that one. But look at this one. So everything was good here where we were on that platform and under those plates, but this little edge that didn't quite make it, you see how it didn't cut? We're going to have to run that one through again real quick. These things happen. And when you're someone like me, I have to try my best to really pay attention to what I'm doing. When I talk and try to do something else at the same time, these kind of things happen. So I
lining that up. I'm on the platform. I'm on the plate. I'm on the cardstock. I've got a little bit of wiggle room in case anything moves. I'm going to put that right on top. Try one more time. Oop. All right, I think this time should look better. Let's see what happened. How did we do this time? There we go. This time we got a nice clean cut. So as where this one was stuck because we were a little bit off the platform, this one came out just perfect. Now let's add our dies together and see what we got. So here is one fun look. Kind of have a black guitar, and of course you could decorate the guitar and add some extra colors to it with that metallic type background. And then I really like this one. I can see I really like the silver looking guitar. Isn't that cool? And it has all the extra detail in there. And then you add this to the shadow. So easy. So I think you could imagine if you've got a girl who likes pink or purple, you could make this those colors. I know we have the foil that comes in a purple and also a pink color. So those would look good. Pick whatever kind of shadow you like. For a boy, you could do a darker color or a dark blue, or, and again, the colors don't have to be exactly, you know, as we think boy, girl. Maybe you have a girl who likes silver or black, or a boy who likes red or orange or different colors. So you have all kinds of different options. And then you saw how easy I was able to make those. So that is our guitar to play dies. We do have the coordinating stamps that work with it. I think if you do not have those yet, you would really like them. I'm going to keep all this together on my mat here. That's good. And I will switch back over.
That one on. Okay, I think you're there, and one more camera should get us over. There we are. Okay, that was our first look. Guitar to play stamps and dies. All right. I hope you guys like those. Again, you may have them already, and our goal here on Take Two Tuesday is using some of those items that you already have, and maybe you have forgotten you have, and we like to show off the samples for you and show how easy they are to make, and all in hopes that you will use some of that stash that you already have. Again, if you are new to the Stamps of Life, this might be something brand new to you. You can find these items on our website. All you have to do is just type in guitar. I did find a few notes about guitars that were interesting. It says 43 facts. We're not going to read all 43 facts, but of course, regular guitars go back like way back in time. They said they found some like in the BC days in Egypt. Of course, a different style, but some type of string and a wood instrument. But electric guitars didn't come about until the 1930s. And the biggest, I don't know if you guys are familiar with very many guitar companies, or you've heard of the big company, and this is the world's best-selling guitars are Fenders. A lot of famous musicians have used those. Oh, how about this? The most expensive guitar ever sold. How much do you think that was? A few thousand? Maybe 10,000? 20,000? 100,000? Nope. The most expensive guitar ever sold for, if I have my drum roll, I would let you know right now. It's really high if you're going to try to guess. Way up there. It was $6 million. Wow. $6 million. Oof. Let me see. Why is my live chat not here? So $6 million guitar, kind of out of my price range. But I think it was some kind of collector's item, something like that. What else? Of course, guitar music's all kinds of different. The world's biggest guitar is, let's see, there's one that's 43 feet long and 16 feet wide. Wow, it weighs 2,300 pounds. Obviously, I don't think you could play that. Does it say you could play that? It says you could play it somehow. Huh. No, that's not true. I don't know what they're talking about there. Let's see. They have tiny guitars. The longest, the Guinness World Book of Records for longest playing guitar is at 114 hours and 20 minutes straight. That is a lot of playing. That's almost 5 days straight playing guitar. People who do those Guinness World Book things I think they're crazy. I could not ever make it into that. Let's see. I think that's about it. Oh, the guy who makes the guitars, his name is Leo Fender from the company we said, Fender Guitars. It says he actually doesn't play guitar. Isn't that interesting? If you have an electric guitar, you have to have an amp. Otherwise, they just sound like if you've ever had an acoustic guitar, like a wood one with strings, they can play pretty loud. But if you go to play an electric guitar like an acoustic guitar, there's like almost no sound at all, very muted. So you have to have an amp. It has to get plugged into electricity, and the amp is like the big speaker. It'll power it out. And of course, it's famous in rock and roll, country, jazz, all kinds of people play guitar. So that is our guitar segment. We're going to move on. Our next item will be our teddy bear fold it die set. I think just about every time we've done one of these episodes, we've looked at a fold it set. I will eventually, when I come across samples for it, I'll look at some other card-based dies, but we've kind of been stuck on the fold its. Not that it's a bad thing, because we've seen how easy they are to use. It's just we have a lot of fold its, and because fold its are really, really, really popular. And you see I have my In and Out t-shirt today. That is because I forgot my Stamps of Life shirt. So sorry about that. But if you're in Southern California, you know about In and Out. In and Out is great. We love eating there. So we've got a little In and Out plug today because the Stamps of Life t-shirt was forgotten. Now, let me see if I can get back to that. Of course not. Oh, what's going on here? Nope. Okay, where are we? Sorry, guys. I lost my little camera over here on the side. And it kind of helps me to keep track of where I am or what I'm doing. And now I cannot get back to where I want to be. That's not good. 1 second. All right. Nope, just not gonna work, are you? Okay, hang in there. So this is the teddy bear folded die set. It comes with, it looks like 4 dies. I'll find it on the website. And I thought I had it pulled up, but I don't. So we're going to go over here and we'll type in bear, because for some reason I have a feeling it's called something different on the website. It is called, let's see, yes, it has a different name. So you'll see on the packaging, it actually does say teddy bear folded die set. But when you go on the Stamps of Life website, come on now. Okay, that's not good. Okay, anyhow, the teddy bear folded die set. And it does, it says it includes 3 dies. I see 4 dies. Maybe I'm wrong. See if you guys count with me. There's 1 for the big teddy bear, the shadow, the inside, and then the little teddy bear, I see 2 there too. So the website says 3 dies, but it actually comes with 4. So that is one thing. I'm going to write a note down here that we got to fix that. And let me move that over so you guys can see what I see on the website. There we are. So you can see it says 3 dies. I thought we would get that one right. There were only 4 dies to count, but somehow we only came up with 3. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. All right, so you get your 4 dies, and this is from, I believe, I lost my slides over there, from July of 2020. You might have it already. Now, if you type in teddy bear, I'm not sure this is going to come up because the description calls it, in our description there, it says it's a bear A2 shaped card folded die set. So it doesn't say anything about the teddy bear, but on the packaging it also actually says teddy bear. So as we are looking at this, my question for you is, switch over. My question for you is, when you were little, or maybe even now, did you have a special teddy bear or a special doll, like a stuffy, that was just extra special to you, that you remember lugging around, or it just has special memory to you, or brings back some good times? I know our boys have a bunch of different little stuffies they like to carry around, and they are squeezing them and hugging them and all that cool stuff. So did you ever have a teddy bear or a stuffed animal that you really liked and was really, really special to you? I personally don't ever remember having such a thing. I don't know if it's different for boys and girls, but again, our boys, they do have a couple of little guys they like to carry around or sleep with. Did you ever have a special one? Does not show a shadow for the little bear. Yeah, ours definitely does. This, at least the one I have in the packaging in here, does have the shadow for it. Let's switch back over to that. Oh, there I am again. Yeah, it doesn't show that. But in my packaging, it shows that we do have a shadow for that little guy. So did you ever have a stuffed animal or special little guy that you just remember fondly, that was special to you? I think most people did. And some fun things about teddy bears, of course, they're fun to hug or squeeze and those kind of things. I found this, before we switch over to that, whoops, sorry. I see you're seeing me again. Let's take a look at these samples. And you can see some cute ones from our design team, and I have a few nice ones to share with you. There we go. I always have a little bit of hard time figuring out how to get those to enlarge. There's our teddy bear collection. There's one on a banner. We'll kind of make one like that today. I'll show you how we could do that real quick. That's a blank one. What happened here? There we go. And you can see all kinds of different colors and ways you can dress them up. There's an invisible teddy bear right there, apparently. Oh, our website's a little, there we go. That's a nice one. I think that's from the packaging. We have a video. Some different ideas. Yeah, I don't see a shadow for that little one in any of these, but he does, in my packaging, it includes a shadow. So interesting. And those are our samples. Let's see what else. I found this fun video. Let me see if I can play it. And when I was just thinking about a bear and hugs, this video came up. Let me see if I can find it now. Give me 1 second here. I don't think there's much sound with this one, but will probably make you smile. It made me smile and laugh at the same time. And let's make sure there's no commercial at the beginning. And there is a little, so let me get that to play, and then, because you never know what the commercials are going to be, I'll let that play out, and I will skip the commercial, and then we'll watch this video. So some people, believe it or not, have, this is pretty crazy, bears as pets. And I've seen a few videos where people are hugging their bears and all that kind of fun stuff, which is awesome. It's funny, Stephanie always says she wants to have a raccoon. And I told her, Stephanie, sometimes raccoons can be kind of crazy. And she's, oh, no. Raccoons are fun. They're easy, no problem. And like the very next day, there was some news thing where it said in Pennsylvania, there was some raccoons that just went nuts, like at the Hershey, I think it's the Hershey chocolate amusement park. And they were like attacking people. So I sent her the link for that just for a laugh. But it was funny. It was like the very next day we had talked about raccoons. I'm all, I don't know. And there they were. The raccoons just couldn't handle it anymore. So watch this video. It should be fun. And I will switch over to the sound, but I don't think you're going to hear anything. It's pretty quiet. But watch this. Let's switch over. We got our bear. And check this out. I think it's pretty funny. I hope you guys like it. And it probably, again, I think it might make you smile. So let's give it a try. Turn our sound on there. I thought it was pretty funny. He goes up and gives a hug. And now he's all licking him in the face. And it gets even better. Another 10 seconds. I thought it was funny. And then a big bear hug. Look at that. That would make your day, right? I'm just afraid he's going to bite the guy's face off, but they seem to be having a pretty good time, right? I thought that was cute. Let's turn that off. So that was our bear. I wonder if any of you guys have ever had a crazy pet like that. The craziest pet we had living in here in Southern California, my dad always cared about animals a lot, and somehow we always ended up with dogs and cats and all that kind of stuff. But my dad somehow ended up with 3 goats, and I think we had Billy Goat and Sammy Goat, and I don't remember the other one, but I don't know. My dad tried to treat them like they were dogs or something, like, and we would take them around with us. And goats don't make good dogs. Let's just say that. Goats don't make good dogs. But my dad tried, yeah. So we did have some fun, right? Let's see. We have to check out our samples. Any crazy pets out there for any of you? I don't see anybody mention anything on YouTube yet. Let's see, Facebook. Oh, I hope that's still working on Facebook. Yep. Okay. I don't see any chat over there on Facebook. I hope you guys are still with us. Facebook's just doing some wild things today. No, our Facebook just decided to end again. I'm sorry, Facebook people. But anyhow, if you were on Facebook, this is recorded. I'm going to download it and reset it. I'll upload it again, maybe later today or tomorrow morning. So sorry about that. If you're on Facebook and you were trying to watch, I don't know what is going on. It's just stopped playing twice. But anyhow, we can continue here on YouTube. And we have some llamas. Carrie had llamas. Great. Again, thank you everyone for your congratulations or your kind words. We are excited to have a new addition to our family. So it's been a fun and crazy last week. Let me share these samples with you. And we have lots of different looks. I'm going to watch and see if I come across a shadow for that teddy bear in any of these cards. Again, this die set that I have does have the shadow, so it'd be interesting to find out what's going on with that. So here is the folded. It's done on the side, down here at the bottom. This one was done on the top. So you can have with the folded, you have the option of a top opening card or a side. You kind of have girl theme, boy theme. No shadow again. They've just used pattern paper on this one. That one's pretty fancy, all decorated. Oops. Our basic little bear there. And again, one more idea using the pattern paper. So you can, again, top opening, Most of these were all top. I did see that one that opened on the side. So you have those different options with the fold-its. Okay, we will jump over here. I will grab this die set out real quick. And that one came out a little bit easier. I'm just going to use the 2 big dies out of this one. And I'll move over to our die cutting table. I'll show you a little trick that I'm not saying I figured out, but an easy way to, oh, somebody had an alligator in the 70s. Oh, wow. Dwarf African frogs. Sylvie had parakeets. Yeah, my grandparents had, they weren't cockatiels. And I had an aunt and uncle who had, parrots. Oh, those were crazy. So yeah, goats were the craziest we had in our family. A rat, Ellen had a rat. Alligators, let's see. Yeah, Sharon, that could be a possibility in HSN release. I'm not sure, but this one looks like totally Stamps of Life. I don't remember the bare folded being on HSN. I think it was only a Stamps of Life receipt. So, okay, we are going to move over to the die cutting table. Let's get things moving. I have that. And I'm not going to leave you guys like I did last week. Whoops. Switch over to that. I should get, there's my die cutting table. And I'm going to switch over my mic.
Hope you hear me now. Yeah, sounds like we got our sound. Okay, I'm just going to use these 2 front dies, these 2 main dies. I am going to use, this is called the A2 basic card die set. This will do your basic A2 size card, and it is very easy to use. And then it has this nice little insert right there, so we can make a front panel as well. Let me get that die out. So first I'm going to make since we're not going to make a regular folded, this time we're going to do a kind of a card front, just to give us a little variety. With the foldeds, we have different options. We can do it just as a regular folded. You could do top, opening, or side. We can also put it on a card front, like we're going to do here. And I've also shown you how you can make like a add the folded to a box it die. So there's a few different options we have. I'm making sure I'm all lined up. My cardstock is all under the cutting pads. I've got a little bit of an angle there for our speed bumps, and I'm going to run this through to get our base. This die from the basic A2 card die set, it's back in stock. We were sold out there for a little bit. It allows you to cut and score an A2 size card base super easy. No measuring. I found out one way to get rid of my squeaking here with that handle is I'm giving a little bit of pressure and pushing it in just a little more than I normally would. And it seems like some of the squeaking has gone away. So this is just old scratch paper. You might see some scuffs on it or something like that. But anyhow, it has cut the edges. It's given us a score line there in the middle. We'll line that up, fold it, kind of give it a little press down, score it a little there. And we have our basic card ready to go with just one time through. So we got that. Now let's go ahead and cut out. I've decided I'm going to use this pattern paper just for a little background, just to make it a little interesting. Bears and the woods kind of go together. This will be my inside panel. When I run this through, the piece I am going to cut is going to fit right on top of our card. So this will get easy way to do a card front. I kind of want to line this up to be in alignment with the pattern because it might look a little bit weird if I go like that. It might be okay, but I think it's better if we go with the direction of the art on the pattern paper. So let's do that. Run that through. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we want it to be as lined up as possible. Make sure I am on my platform. That looks good. And I'm just giving a little bit of extra pressure on that handle. Some of the squeaking's gone away. Let's see what we got with that. And this should fit right on top of my card. So I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to that. That will give us a nice start to our card front. Add some adhesive on there. That was another option. I could have used the stars from that side, but I had in mind to use this. I kind of like it that way. So we're just going to add that to the top. It'll give us a little bit of border, so we kind of want to make sure it looks somewhat even. Press that down. Now let's get our, I'm going to do a shadow, and also I'm going to just do the regular teddy bear. We're not going to ink it or decorate it or all that, but I'm going to show you a quick way. At least this is what I discovered. When we run this guy through, he's not going to have eyes or ears or a nose. And I was wondering, how could I fix that quickly? So what I am going to do, I'm going to get two different shades of color. One that will kind of work for eyes, which will be like a darker color. And then I have another color for the bear. So let me make sure I have the right cardstock for those. So I have decided, yeah, this is what I want to do. I'm going to make my bear be brown, and I'm going to use the black for his ears. So let's see what happens. I'm going to run the black, the licorice, through with the shadow, and then the brown through for the bear. So we will be making a brown bear. And hopefully he ends up with black eyes, a little black nose, and little black ears. You can pick any colors you want. Let's do that. So back to our machine. I'm keeping all my dies together, staying somewhat organized. Get that guy to go through there. And again, I'm keeping things pretty basic, but you can go crazy with these and really make them super cute. But I'm just trying to show you the basics of how we can put together the majority of a card pretty quickly. Run that through and save time. I'll just bring it back through here. See what we've got. So there is our brown bear, and he is missing eyes and he's missing ears, so we got to fill that in. I could just add it just like this if I had some eyes. That's pretty basic, so I think we could do a little bit better than that. Let's see what happens when we do the shadow. We're going to take that, put that die aside, now we're going to use the black or licorice cardstock. This is the shadow, so it should be just a little bit larger than our little guy there, our little teddy bear. And let's run that through. Back that way. I like to run the dies through twice myself just to make sure I have a good cut, but you don't have to if you feel confident and you work with the machine. So let's see, I want to go ahead and layer this one on top. And so it's giving me a shadow and it's filled in. Now he has eyes and a nose and an ear. So that's an easy way to kind of solve that part. Of course, you can decorate, add things. You can add the little teddy bear. Maybe he's holding some flowers, or you can just decorate him up. Very easy. But that does solve the ears, eyes, and nose really quick. So let's put that together. These guys need some adhesive. And where is my adhesive? There it is. We'll just add some to this. I think that should all line up the same way. That guy, and we will put him right on top. Oh, see, I did goof up there, so I have one more chance. Where I put the glue would have shown through his eyes, so that was a mistake, right? Another one. So let's go ahead and add this. Do that right there. And we don't want the adhesive to get in his eyes, so this gives us a second chance. We'll make sure we don't put the adhesive where his eyes are, because we don't want that to show through. There you have it. Oops, line that guy up just a little bit better. So we can see that shadow on all sides. So there's our basic card front, right? What do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4 different dies, 4 cuts. You can add some sentiments to that. You You can add to here. You would add your personalized to the back. So it's pretty easy to make a card front with a folded. You could use a different pattern paper there. You could make your bear have some patterns. All kinds of different options with that. All right, so I hope you like those. Back over to me. All right, so let me find our chat. You might have that collection already of dies. Oh, let me turn off that one. Sorry, I just see an echo there. Sorry about that. You might have that collection of dies already. If you do, this is just a reminder, Take Two Tuesday, to go ahead and use those. Use those dies that you might already have if you would like to get them. If you are, maybe you missed them the first time around. They are on Stamps of Life website. The packaging says teddy bear on them. When you go to look for them on the website, you just need to type in bear. And that's how I found them. And my set does come with 4 dies. I'm going to have to find out what's going on with that. If it's really 4 or if it's really 3. I had this one sent to me, so it should be from our stock in Utah. I would expect that it has 4 dies, but it's only showing 3 on the website. So anyhow, that is the teddy bear folded die set. We also looked at the guitar. One last peek. Remember our guitars to play. You might like those. I'm so thankful that all of you joined me today. If you have your Bible, this is our kind of our good news segment. I was connecting that hug and teddy bears and hugging and kind of like that video to a short little Bible section that if you have your Bible, you want to turn to Mark chapter 10 for our kind of good news. This will be just real short today. But if you like this, and of course, I love to read about Jesus and how he would deal, or not deal with people, but relate to people. And there was this instant where Jesus was, this is part of his ministry, he was with his disciples. And in John chapter 13, it talks about how Jesus kind of, we'll look at this, a couple different things, maybe one thing this week and maybe 1 or 2 more weeks we'll add a little bit of thought about this. But they brought the children to Jesus. We'll read it right here, starting at verse 13 in Mark 10. And we're looking just for a way for us to be more like Jesus, how we can experience God's love ourselves, and then we can go out and share it with other people too. So we're kind of talking about hugs, touch. Well, Jesus did this in his ministry as well. Let's read verse 13. It says, "Then they brought the little children to Jesus, that it says to him that he might touch them. But the disciples rebuked those who brought them. But when Jesus saw it, he was greatly displeased and said to them, 'Let the little children come to me, and do not forbid them, for of such is the kingdom of God. Assuredly I say to you, whoever does not receive the kingdom of God as a little child will by no means enter it.' And he took them up in his arms," that's the children, "and he laid his hands on them, and he blessed them." So it's real interesting. Back in these times, in Jesus' times, kids were not that important. They weren't thought of as a priority, or they just, to the adults, the kids were just there and they didn't really matter that much until they grew up and matured. But here we see how Jesus cared about people, and in this sense, how he cared about children. And instead of Jesus saying like, "Hey, I don't have time for kids," it says, no, he welcomed them. And I love how it just says he took them up in his arms and he laid his hands on them and he blessed them. And so that was kind of what I was looking at when I read that passage, is how important it is that we look for ways and opportunities to show love to people and to let them know that they are valuable. I don't have my Bible verse, Stephen. I can't even pull it up today because some of my stuff is not working over here. But in Matthew chapter 10, starting at verse 13, where Jesus interacts with these kids, one, he lets them know that they're important. He says that we kind of need to be more like kids. So that's important for us to know. And then that he took the time to, it says he held them, he touched them, and he blessed them. So a way that you can reach and connect with other people is, a really simple way to do it is just giving hugs, or coming alongside somebody, giving them a squeeze or a gentle touch. I was looking up some information about
there's a ton of stuff about medical things, ways that, that touch, let's see, that touch is real important and that impacts people in a positive way. And also failure to touch, or people who don't get hugs or don't feel that affection, it also is detrimental to their health. So hugging, holding, just that kindness where there's, some touch, it's a powerful way to impact people's life in a very simple way. Like for me, I'm not super good with words, or, for some people, maybe it's easier just to talk and express how they feel about somebody. For me, that would be a little bit harder to do. But here is a simple way that all of us can do it, is we can just go and we can just hug people. And that you don't just go up to somebody randomly, but you know what I mean? It's important that people have that touch. And I think that's something that God has given to us. We have that ability to feel. And so when we have that feeling, it impacts us, our bodies, our hormones, are the way our bodies function in a positive way. And when we're missing that touch, those hugs that, come along somebody's shoulder, or even a handshake or anything, when people don't have that, they're really missing out on it. So as Jesus kind of set us this example here, maybe there's some kids you have, maybe you have grandkids, or a nephew or a niece or a neighbor that you're close to, sometimes just a little hug can go a long way. Maybe somebody is having a difficult day or going through a challenging time in life. Great way to impact them. And an easy way, doesn't take a lot, is just to give them a hug, come alongside them, give them a touch. And in this instance, it said, Jesus even said, bless them. So I think he was saying something positive to those people as he interacted with them, to those kids. And how would it feel to have Jesus give you a hug, or to welcome you and to say something positive about you or me? I think that would be pretty awesome. And so I love that Jesus set that example for us. Of course, the kids are super important. They're the next generation. They're our future. And so we want to build up in them some good things that will make a difference in their lives. And again, this is such a simple and easy way to do it. Here in the story, we see some adults that thought that wasn't important, but for Jesus, it was super important. And that he would interact with these kids is a great example, a model that we can follow. All right, that is going to be it. We're a little after 11. We got through our mic situation. I think, okay, I do not know how I'm going to fix that, but I'm going to try. And we looked at some fun dies, some stamps today. We will see you on Thursday night, if God is willing. Last week did not expect, things did not turn out how we expected, but we're expecting to be back this upcoming week with Crafting Corner. So we will try to do that. And then I think that is it for today. I covered all of the items I wanted to look at. We had our good news segment. We saw that fun video with the bear. I don't know. I thought that was great. I liked it. Just that bear and that guy hugging made me laugh and smile. Sometimes we just need to laugh and smile, right? That's the best way we can face life, is just to do that. Sometimes just laugh and smile and enjoy the blessings and all the good things we have in life. We have a lot to be grateful for, right? I know we do. We have a new granddaughter. We already have our grandsons. Stephanie and I, we have a great marriage. We're blessed with all of you who hang out with us or spend time with us, or shop with us sometimes, or just add comments. We like all of those things, and so a blessing to us, all of these things. I've still been thinking about that. How many things am I thankful for? I've been trying to keep up with that in the mornings, remembering things to be grateful for. And it can be super simple things, and can be some of the big things we have in life too. So that is it. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you next week on Take Two Tuesday, hopefully with a mic repair. I don't know what's gone on there, but hopefully I'll figure it out. God willing, maybe he'll help me. But we will look, if you want to read ahead again, next week we'll do the same passage. We'll take a little bit different angle at it in Mark chapter 10 with Jesus and the children. We'll read what he had to say about us kind of being more like children. So it's important for us to do. And I think when we're more like children, it causes us to be a little more thankful and a little more grateful and all that good stuff that goes with it too. Okay. I will see you Thursday on Stephanie's Crafting Corner. Have again a great rest of the day. God bless you all. Thanks for joining me. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.